All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cloud, and man, real quick, this morning I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts with y'all on the new season that Blizzard has done for Era, Season of Discovery, and just sort of share my thoughts with you guys and rack your brain a little bit, let you know what I'm thinking about it, and all that. So, man, I've played this game for a long time. Yeah, I've played since 2006. I have played every expansion, TBC, Wrath, Cat, Mop, WAD, Legion, Shadowlands, BFA, friggin' DFA, Dragonflight. I've played them all. I've played on multiple private servers. I have accomplished a lot in the game in that time. I've played at the highest MMR of RPG. I've played at the semi-highest MMR of Arena. I've parsed very high Warcraft logs, 99s, 100s, what have you. So I'm a very experienced veteran of this game, and this right here, man, is the most fun that I've ever had playing. Straight up, this is the most fun that I've ever had playing this game. Nothing comes close, actually. This is really, really, really fucking good. And the reason for that is because they took the best version of the game, which is the original version, in my opinion, level 60. They took that, and they improved on what was lacking the most. And I'll explain. Why do I think that this is the best version of the game? Because it is the perfect balance between a single-player RPG and an MMO. You have your single-player RPG side, where you're so immersed in what you're doing in the world through leveling, through questing, through farming, whatever it is that you're doing, because it's actually challenging, and it's slow. You're not blowing through the content. There's no flying mounts. You're so involved in the world. You feel so immersed. You feel like you're just a piece of a much bigger puzzle. And the reason for that is because like I said, you're immersed in what you're doing. My friend has this saying, IPM levels, immersions per minute, and my IPM levels when I play Classic WoW are, and it's not even close, so much higher than any other version of the game. They just are. And it's like I said, it's because you are playing a survival single player RPG. That is slow paced and challenging and fun. And then they also have the MMO side of the game. They have all the group content. They have your dungeons. You have your raids. You have your PvP. You have your world PvP with no flying mounts again. And the whole thing with no flying mounts is flying mounts completely removed your immersion and your feel to the world, your immersion in the world, because you're just not seeing, you're not involved in it anymore. Like you're just in the sky flying around, blowing through the zones, not seeing any of the zones, not experiencing any of that. So they took that, right, and then they improved on what was lacking the most, which was the class design. If you've played expansions like Wrath, if you've played expansions like Mop, Kata, even WAD, even after the ability prune, you have experienced very good, fun class design. And class design is at the center of this game. You experience and do all of the content through the class that you're playing. So the better designed that class is, the more fun that you're having. It's just that simple. Especially in a version like Classic, where all the classes are unique and they're not homogenized, and they feel like they have their own specific important value. They improved on that through adding abilities, and they did such a good job because you don't feel like you're playing retail or anything. You still feel like you're playing Classic. The mana still matters. You still have to be smart about how you use your mana, etc. And even more than that, they actually improved the single player RPG side of the game, because you literally get these abilities through going out and finding your runes. Like, it's such a genius idea. And they did such a good job. They did such a good job. And it's only going to get better. I mean, this is phase 1, you know, and I'm having so much fun. And we've got so much more content to explore. And with the runes themselves, you interact more with the world. Like, areas of the game that you really didn't interact, like this one. Like, I just got this memory devout champion through throwing one of these coins in a well, in a mine. It's like, I never even really thought about that well. And it just shows you how in-depth Classic really is. And improves on that element of the game even more. It's just so good, dude. Like, it's so fucking good. It's so fun. And you feel so involved in the content that you're doing because of the level gap, or sorry, the lack of a level gap. You know, everyone's 25, so everyone's so involved in Dead Mines. Everyone's so involved in Wailing Caverns and the new raid and BFD and 25 BGs. Like, there's not this separation between players, right? Everyone's on the same level. Everyone's on the same playing field. And it's just a wonderful fucking idea. And they did such a good job, dude. Like, I'm very thoroughly impressed. Extremely impressed, actually. Yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to experience more in the game. I'm excited to play a lot more of SoD. And, yeah. Hats off to Blizzard. Great fucking job. Thanks, guys.